Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you are new here, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are watching this on the replay, know that you will have just as much fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, go ahead and check out that description box. It has all the days and times that I go live every week, same days, same times, 5 times a week, and I do sprinkle in some occasional extra streams here and there, just depending on world events and astrological movements. You can also learn more about my online Reiki classes, social media, Discord, and Crystal Shop, all that good stuff in the description below. If you're here live, go ahead and pop into that live chat button if you'd like, and go ahead and let me know if you have any special healing requests, whether it's a particular theme around healing or a specific one, or even if you want to work with a particular stone or stones, go ahead and share it with me. We'll be spending the first half an hour of our time together building a beautiful crystal grid around all of the requests and intentions of everyone here. After a brief explanation of what Reiki is and a little of how things work, I'll go into the actual session. I'll turn the lights down, I'll turn the music up, and I will send Reiki to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. Thank you so much for being here with me, and let's go ahead and see what the requests are coming in the chat. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's see, Cora Carr, Future Someone, Jennifer, good to see you. Let me just open up the other window so I can see all of your chats. Yeah. Future Someone. Oh, Meredith. Oh, lovely. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Marta, good to see you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, lots of love to you. And Grace, good to see you too. Okay, let's see what we can do to help everybody. Oh, it's so good to see everyone. Happy, if you're here with us live, happy Sunday evening. Let's see, I did peek a little earlier and saw the request for breakup, saw the request for healing a heart, love intention, things like that, and also headache. So we will go ahead and bring some love and support to all of those things. I'm going to go ahead and bounce us over to the crystal cam. Hi, Vincent. And we'll go ahead and build the crystal grid together. Oh, Erin. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead over to the crystals. Okay, so here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with our usual copper. Copper helps to break up blockages and move energy in a more optimal fashion, just the way it moves electricity. So we'll start with that right here in the center, with the intention that it focus the energy exactly where it needs to go. Welcome in, M. I don't have pink amethyst, but I do have amethyst, rose quartz, as well as chevron amethyst, and kunzite, which I really think would be a good one to start us off with. So lots of heart stuff, heartache, heartbreak, all that kind of stuff, just needing some unconditional love. This is pink kunzite, and it's one of the stones that I reach for first whenever someone is really kind of struggling with anything heart related, needing support, needing unconditional love, or just fixing kind of the wounds of a broken heart. It can be absolutely divine. So we'll put that there. I also have, to support that, of course, rose quartz. Susan, welcome in. Oh, hello, Greg. Absolutely. I can send for all of those things. So rose quartz is the one we know and love to help with all things heart related, expanding our heart to accept more love and support, and also softening those heartache and heartbreak kind of times. So we're going to go ahead and I always build my grids intuitively. There we go. See where everything takes us today. And also some green calcite. This may also help with headaches to some extent, especially if it's a tension headache. Green calcite, it's an incredible heart stone. We work with it here a lot. this one can be good in those moments of like not even knowing what to do with yourself emotionally, but also it can be great for things like anxiety that comes on from big emotional shifts, as well as the actual emotional shifts themselves. Let's go ahead and do this. Hello, Dee. Good to see you back. Clarity. Got it. Okay, so we've got some. There we go. So clarity, allergy relief. Another one that's great for both breakups as well as allergies and anything autoimmune really is Rhodonite. So I'll go ahead and bring those in. Yeah, Rhodonite, one of you was asking me, I believe it was Grace was asking me recently, is it okay to work with Rhodonite if it's mostly black? And yeah, actually, depending on where you get it from, depending on where it was mined from and when, you may see more pink or more black. These particular carved cabochons that I have are from like the 1960s or something, and they're mostly pink. The one that I'm wearing around my neck, I know it's hard to see on camera right now, it's mostly pink, but there's quite a bit of black. But I do have several rhodonites that are mostly black. It really is the balance of supporting that heart, but also supporting the root chakra, giving you a little bit of protection and safety in regard to what you're experiencing in the heart. But yeah, also great for allergies. Overworked muscles, soreness. Gotcha. Courage, confidence, strength in communicating, protection from negativity and ill will, financial abundance, and empowerment. Gotcha. A great one for not only clarity, but also communicating, uh, really bringing in that strength in communication and being heard, as well as honesty, the truth, but also clarity too, is Lapis. And I know sometimes we do have someone, Samantha, who pops in every now and then. This also, I've been doing some research, this really helps with vertigo as well. So I'm going to bring in some Lapis to help with those communications. Let's see. This can also be, Lapis is often used, I often use it for career advancement and things like that. So that could also help with Greg's intention to finding a literary agent. There's some other ones too. for patience. For specifically more for patience, I feel like howlite wants to come in. Howlite is not used as much in the healing arts as I really wish it was. It's good for all of the really challenging ones like anger, resentment, impatience. Absolutely wonderful for all of those kinds of things. So, yeah. White howlite is often dyed to make it into like a false turquoise. White turquoise is a thing. This is a very different stone. But yeah, this is because it's a softer stone and it takes well to dyes. You'll see a lot of folks that like manipulate stones will actually use this as a blank slate when really it's got some incredible healing properties all of its own. Leopard skin, jasper, and iolite, you got it. Another one that can be helpful for patience. Fluorite. Fluorite is wonderful just for calming in general. It can also be really helpful for like aches within the bones, less so the muscle. I'll think about the muscle, but I'm going to bring this in. It just feels like it wants to be there. Leopard skin jasper is wonderful for lots of stuff. This is a wonderful stone for healing animals, and it's also an incredible stone anytime that we're working with our animal guides. This can be really helpful for coordination and balance, also for someone who might have something like vertigo. But this one it's great for, especially for clarity, if you're looking to connect with your spirit guides and hear their wisdom, this can be a wonderful one to work with. Iolate is one that can help for money managing for sure. But it's also good for intuitive information, like being able to understand what's coming through intuitively, especially if you're struggling with like sleep disturbances that have to do with intuition or being empathic. Fluorite is helpful for dental stuff, and I'm going to bring in a little bit more to help that. So I'm going to put iolite here. I'm also going to bring in some aquamarine for the request for help with teeth. This also helps with all body fluids, but also forgiveness. So if part of being short-tempered has to do with something along those lines, it can be helpful. But yeah, it's really thought to be helpful with the teeth. And it can be more blue or more green. I happen to have one of each. Let's see. Unhurried. Let's see. Feeling unhurried, able to enjoy, and digestive system, cardiovascular. clarity. Blue kyanite can be excellent for self-acceptance, is what I often use it for here, but also better understanding spiritual guidance. Excellent for that. So if you're looking for clarity, this would be probably my #1 stone in that regard. And blue kyanite comes in these kind of like blades almost. Allowing wealth and abundance as gift and or honors. I'm going to also go with the red tiger eye. This one is one of the stones that we use here often for manifesting finances, especially quickly. It's also a stone of sincere protection in every way energetically. So whether you're someone who has a really like active energy around you that is malevolent, or you just are a little bit more empathic and you tend to take on energies around you, either way, this can be a lovely stone. It helps with clarity in that we get like a sharp perspective. All the different types of tigerite tend to be. This is also wonderful for manifesting cash, especially quickly. So this can help with finances as well. So we'll put these guys here. I think it's one of the most underrated protective stones. Hip pain and nightmares, gotcha. Definitely iolite can help with nightmares. And I'm seeing a lot of requests for like aches and pains and stuff, but also looking for kind of like discernment. Like, do I do this? Do I do that? That's been like a common one lately. Can also help with hearing the wisdom of our angels. So if we're getting some guidance and we're not quite able to suss it out, this can really help us make that connection. Yeah, celestite is one we use here often for help with pain. Let's do some more for nightmares. I feel like amethyst wants to come in. I feel like amethyst really wants to help with that. Honey calcite, unakite, moonstone, black agate. I was thinking about a black agate. Yeah, this is amethyst, and I feel like this might help quite a bit. with what we're seeing come through as far as difficulty with dreams and sleep. Maybe also have another idea too. We'll see about adding that in. But iolite and amethyst can be really helpful. Honey calcite, unakite, moonstone. Moonstone helping with the cycles of nature, the cycles of the moon. Aaron, it's interesting how the ones we didn't even know we needed always appear on the grid at the right time. There is definitely synchronicity that happens in this group environment that is just inescapably obvious. It's amazing what happens with the communal chi. The more there's a Chinese concept of communal chi, the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the potential energy is magnified. And definitely, it's like when one of us starts talking about what's going on, it's like it just flows from everyone else too. Absolutely, absolutely. So here's Moonstone. This helps us connect with the cycles of nature, the cycles of the world, the cycles of the planet. It helps us to get a little bit more connected with the natural flow of things, seeing things through. It also helps with, of course, anything governing fluids in the body. Additionally, it can be really helpful for women's health and things like that, but also just that sense of connecting, being grounded, being one with the universe, and also intuition. I feel like it can be right here between the rose quartz and the amethyst. Unakite is another one that helps with all things feminine, fertility, relationships, also metabolism. It's a very gentle grounding stone that can help us to get in touch and balance the yin and the yang within us, especially if we are depleted in the yin or the restorative, the part of us that needs to take that rest, the part of us that looks inward. This can be really, really key there. Honey calcite is incredibly warming to the sacral and solar plexus chakras together. It's another one that can be really helpful. It's thought to be helpful for women's health, especially for anybody going through the transition into menopause or who are postmenopausal. It's excellent for challenging times, but also for making sure that we can kind of relate to where we end and others begin on a deeper level that is more honoring of one's self. So coming into your own, being able to transcend into that, what is my will? What do I want to do? That is still important, even though we are very open to relating to others, anticipating others' needs and how we need to show up. So it can be great for all of those things. Honey calcite, yeah. And I think to round us out, I was getting for the digestive stuff, but also, a lot of loss, breakups, things like that. Black and white striped agate, I think, is where I want to go. Can help us with transforming and transmuting energy can help us absolutely with grief and letting go and moving through difficult times. It helps bring the light into the darkness. That's really what this embodies. It can also be really supportive of digestive health, especially if it's like a nervous tummy kind of thing. But yeah, this is great for, it's great for bringing the light to the dark and finding balance between happiness and sadness, and reminding ourselves it's okay in dark times to laugh and find joy and find peace and to prioritize ourselves, even if things are not looking so good in other ways. It also reminds us that it kind of puts that, yes, it's okay to stop and grieve. Yes, it's okay to just be upset about something and let that have its time and its place, and then transition into accepting some of the light. So I really love this stone for that. Awesome. So I think I'm going to take one more peek and make sure I kind of hit everyone's request, and then we're going to go into quickly explaining what Reiki is all about and then sending you all some Reiki. So let's see all right here. Yep. Yes, got that one. So glad all of you are here. So glad all of you are here. Clarity, we got that. Unhurried and like there's enough time, joy, and protection for family. Yellow calcite. Yellow calcite is great for reminding us to kind of stop and smell the roses and enjoy life. It's very much a joy stone. Works really well with honey calcite. It's just a little bit lighter. This is yellow calcite. So it helps us to be in our solar plexus, which is our center of who we are and our personal will, just like honey calcite. But this focuses on being in the present moment and experiencing that joy and not feeling bad about experiencing joy. Fantastic. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick a couple of stones that I think could round out this grid perfectly and have you all vote on them while I explain what Reiki is. So chat amongst yourselves while I do some choosing. And I love, again, this group is incredible. Like how you all support each other, check in with each other. Absolutely wonderful. think I've got some perfect ones here. Okay. First choice. This is Amazonite. Amazonite is an incredible stone. It does so many different things, but today I feel like the self-respect, self-care, but also the bigger, like calming, helping support our heart as we move through different things, transitions in life, transitions within the self, and remembering to take care of yourself as you move through those transitions. It helps wounds of the heart, things that are heavy on your heart, to kind of move through. It's also a great stone of taking a moment and remembering that you are valuable, you are important. And while we're all working through so many different things, this can be a stone that helps remind us that we need to prioritize ourselves as well. And everything has its time. So it can help us to be a little bit more in the present moment as well. And the other one that I wanted to show you is Tourmalinated quartz, also tourmalated quartz. I hear it both ways. This is actually black tourmaline, which is a stone of energy repelling. It repels any lower or negative energy. By going through this clear quartz, what it's actually helping us do is kind of go a little bit deeper and let go of what no longer serves, helping us to break things up, any kind of energy blockages. If it feels like we've got almost like a big sandwich of healing, the proverbial giant sandwich, how do you eat a big sandwich? Well, one bite at a time. This one helps break things up to make them easier to deal with if it feels overwhelming. So that's tourmalinated quartz. So go ahead and vote on either one or both. I mean, it would be the first time that happens, right? But yeah, pick for which one you would like to see in the grid, and I will quickly explain what Reiki is about. And I did see a request, can I explain at the end, if I have time, how crystals work to enhance Reiki sessions? I'll touch on that a little bit now and some more at the end if there's time too. Both as usual, haha, yes, exactly. The energy of the crystals themselves, they all have their own frequencies. And it's essentially lending those in with what the Reiki is to essentially like add even more intentionality and more specificity and additional layers of healing. So it's kind of like if Reiki is the gushing river, these would be like the tributaries that are helpful, but in very specific ways. Yeah, absolutely. But I'll talk a little bit more at the end too. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly explain what Reiki is and how it works and how we're going to experience it tonight, and then we'll get right into the healing. So, as I mentioned at the top of the hour, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. You can learn more about me, my online classes, social media, Discord, and Crystal Shop in the links at the description below or at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So it's wonderful to have you here. And the most kind of in a nutshell explanation I can give you of Reiki is this. Reiki translates to spiritually guided life energy. And by that, what is meant is we are made of energy. We have many different energies flowing through us at any given time. This particular energy is in the understanding of Japanese culture, which is what Usui's practice of Reiki comes from. This particular energy, the spiritually guided energy, is one that flows through everything and everyone, everywhere, all the time. It has, it's almost, if you think of it like an elemental building block kind of energy. It fills in the gaps where we're most depleted. It helps to support us in ways that we can best let go of and balance and harmonize other energies within ourselves, be they physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's the kind of energy that our body, mind, and spirit work with all the time, even though we don't consciously think of it. I feel like everyone has access to this energy because it's flowing through all of us all right now. By practicing Reiki, what I'm essentially doing is connecting with that energy and directing more of it to you and anyone else who's watching this whenever and wherever they happen to be. The theory is that with Reiki flowing through everyone all the time and essentially just allowing a little bit more of it by intention and practice, that it doesn't matter where I am in relation to you in terms of distance or even time, because Reiki is a timeless energy. So you can be watching this in the future, and hello from the past if that's the case. You can be watching this in the future or experiencing it now, and with the intention to receive this energy, it will be tangible and palpable. The crystals, as I mentioned earlier, will help add to that and hone that and add the intentionality and love of everyone coming together with that communal chi. We're all coming together for the same or similar intentions, so the energy available to all of us is magnified, while at the same time our individual energy fields remain protected and secured and just given our body, mind, and spirit ample opportunity to find the balance that it naturally knows how to find. Much like when we drink water, we don't think about it all the time, but we're made of water. We're mostly water. Drink water all the time. It's so critical for all of our functions, down to the basic cellular level. Yet we don't have to think about what the water does when it enters our system. Our subconscious, our body, mind, and spirit knows exactly what to do, and it's very much the same with Reiki. So the best way to really learn about what Reiki is to experience it. And so I'm really glad you're here today because that's something I can help you with. So during the session, I encourage you to just get physically comfortable as much as you can. Sitting up, lying down, moving around, stretching, bending, whatever you need to do sounds great. You can close your eyes, you can take a nap if you want to, that sounds great. You can also keep your eyes open or even kind of meld this into another practice that feels right to you, like meditation or yoga or journaling, whatever feels right. My suggestion is just that you get comfortable, close your eyes, and see how the Reiki shows up for you. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind empty or silent, although you can do either of those things if you want to. If you do want to set an intention during the session, like when you haven't set already, just bring whatever that intention is to mind and take a deep breath and share it with the universe. You can also you can do that at any time, and you can also just do that deep breath if you aren't sure if what is coming up for you is your intuition or your subconscious speaking to you or just rambling mind. Take a deep breath. If it comes back, hear it out. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in, and I'll invite you to take a deep breath. I'll give you all a few moments to come back, and at that time, I will reopen the chat, answering any questions you might have. If you're watching this in the future and you have questions, use the comments or reach out to me through the social media connections listed in the description. And yeah, I hope that you absolutely enjoy your session. As I turn up the music and turn down the lights, you'll notice that the lights will very gently and slowly move through several different colors. Please know that at no point will it flash or strobe, so you are totally good there. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It is an honor and a pleasure. And again, all of the usual days and times are in the description. If you subscribe with notifications on, you won't miss a single chance. So yeah. Oh, and if you have a chance, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and liking the video, that helps the algorithm find me. That's all the YouTuber plugs I need to do for right now. So let's go ahead, get nice and comfortable, and enjoy some Reiki this evening. Thank you everyone for the requests and for being here. Deeply, deeply appreciate all of you. So let's go ahead back and see what won the vote. And it's both. It's always both. That's the inside joke. It's always both. They always both win. They always both win. So we have Tourmalinated Quartz. We have Amazonite. Yep. And we'll just intend that these points direct the energy up to the heavens, out to us where they need to go. Again, thank you all so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure. Enjoy your session. I will come back for you in about 25 minutes. take a deep breath. Slowly start to come back to your body. You may find it helpful to move your fingers and toes. Or gently stretch. Of course, if you'd like to stay here with your eyes closed, you certainly may. For those of you that are here live and have any questions, I invite you to go ahead to the live chat now and ask anything you'd like to know or share your experience. And thank you so much for being here with me. It's an honor and a pleasure to share this healing with all of you. Thank you all so much for co-creating this beautiful space with me. And I hope to see you back again. So welcome, Em. Come back anytime. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead as well. Take care. You're so welcome, Grace. Thank you, Erin. Thank you, Erin. Deeply appreciate all of you being here. For those of you in the States, I hope you have a beautiful 4th of July tomorrow. Be safe. I hope the weather is well. Thank you, Vincent. It's so wonderful to have all of you here. I'm so blessed to have one of those jobs where I actually feel better after work. Not that I feel bad when I start, but actually feel better after I do the thing that I do. So thank you all for that. Thank you, future someone. I'll see you on Wednesday as well. That's my next time live, everyone. I'll be here Wednesday at 4 p.m. East Coast US time. Happy 4th to you as well, and thank you. Yep, every week I'm here Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays 8 a.m., Fridays at 4 and 8 p.m., and Sundays at 8 p.m. And in addition, there's always some extra streams thrown in here and there. Go ahead and subscribe with notifications on so you'll never miss a chance. You're so welcome, Dee. It's good to see you back again. Thank you for being here. You're so welcome, Susan. All the best to you and Greg. I hope everything goes well. It's great to see you. Also wanted to mention this month's Reiki Level 2 class is full, but the weekday evenings, the Wednesday evening Reiki 1 does have some room, and there's a couple of spots left in Reiki Mastery. And you can learn more about that at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And that's, in case you're watching this in the future, it's July of 2022. If anyone has any other questions or requests or anything, I hope I did a good job explaining how the crystals and Reiki work well together. But go ahead and let me know. I'll be bringing the stream to a close in a few minutes. You're so welcome, Korakar. It's great to see you as always. Happy 4th to you. I'm going to go ahead and bring this stream to a close. Thank you all so much for being here with me this evening. Know that you're always welcome here anytime, and you can always check out the past streams. All of the past streams are indexed for you to watch anytime that you like. You can always see which one is which by checking out the thumbnails. Oh yeah, do I have a crystal workshop that explains the healing properties? I'm working on that, and I will be posting it here when that's available. So go ahead and subscribe, but I am definitely doing some crystals workshops by theme, by healing theme. Absolutely. Thank you for asking that. Yes, so you are always welcome here. You can also go ahead and take a peek at the past streams. The thumbnail, the image that comes up for each video, has a picture of the crystal grid we create together. So you're always able to see and get kind of a visual energetic read as to whether or not it's a good stream for you. And I always list all of the names of all of the crystals in the description, so that if you're looking to source them locally to you, you can see how they're spelled. How they're said and how they're spelled can be quite different. And yeah, if you have any other questions, go ahead and shout them out. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, Jay. Yeah, I'll definitely I have some workshops that I'm working on right now on healing by theme that follows each theme, which sort of theme for healing, which crystal does what, and also how they do that. And then it follows up with a pre-recorded healing at the end if you want to stick around and actually experience healing with those stones. So those will be starting to come available soon. It'll be a regular feature, a regular video that'll come in all the time. I currently am not teaching Reiki in person just due to COVID. I am working on not only teaching Reiki, I'll be teaching Reiki online, but like a hybrid, so that you can take the class online, and if you want to, you can also meet with me in person to learn how to do it in person should you want to. So that will be available soon. So it'll have the ease and support of learning online with the support of physically sharing and trading and seeing what it's like to give Reiki on a massage table or even a zero gravity chair in person. So that'll be kind of the best of both worlds. And I do look forward to hosting more Reiki shares. Hopefully, if COVID numbers hold out through the fall, I'll be able to look into doing that. But I do have some grads of mine that are teaching in-person classes, and some are teaching hybrid classes already. So if you email me through the contact info below or on my website, I can always put you in contact with one of my grads as well. I have a grad that's teaching in person, at least one that's teaching in person in South Jersey, and one that's in the Philly area, if not a couple. So I can always get you into good hands. I know they're good. I taught them to be good. I know they're excellent. So I hope that helps. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring everything to a close. Thank you again so much, everyone. Honor and a pleasure. I know times are not easy, but making time for ourselves, taking care of ourselves, as much as it in the moment might seem like almost counterintuitive, it's not. Take care of yourself so that you can keep going and be the best you can be. Have a beautiful 4th of July, those of you in the US. I hope to see you again very, very soon. And thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful grid, everyone that came out in person. Deeply appreciate you. I hope to see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.